we back to square one. It's hard to square up. Everybody got come, mama cries, dead sons. Lord, please bless them. Back to the party. I'm just pouring my. Don't get faced up before, so I live it up. When a come, better get them up. That's a floss track, better get them up. I'ma keep eating this a dinner rush.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Browns going up against the Ravens.
Larry, we are coming to you from the heart of Baltimore, nestled between Russell Street and I-395. We're at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Cleveland Browns. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. On the run, it's Crowell. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. Career highs in receptions, carries, and total yards last year for Crowell. His total yardage was 952. That was the highest by a Cleveland Brown running back since 2010.
And that sounds impressive, but I think there's much more out there for him. If Cleveland plays even with people, not from behind, he'll get more carries, more touches, and his yardage will go up.
A little dump off for Crowell. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run with Crowell. Room here to run. Quick feet by Crowell. Isaiah Crowell, he's all alone. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Isaiah Crowell, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Here's Langford. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Now Kaepernick. He almost had it. The big D lineman Nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside. But let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
Quick slant. That's caught by the veteran Macklin. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Come on, let's go! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Coming to you! Here we go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
On 2nd down, Langford. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Kaepernick now on the keeper. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
They gain nothing, and all they need are inches. Usually we put this on the offensive line, but sometimes it's the quarterback's fault as well on the sneak. You've got to get low and burrow.
Usually we talk about O-line surge. Their D-line surge leading to 4th. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Kaepernick's going to try to sneak it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now this time, Kaepernick will throw. Caught left side, Gilmore. And he gets it down to the 32. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now a carry here for Terrence West. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. The play clock's running down. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And he fires one that's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
A first down carry now for Crowell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. 10 yards to go on third. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Charles, that's an important third down stop. You don't want to spot him 2 touchdowns here early.
You're trying to slow momentum down. You've already given up the score. They're coming right back at you. You're exactly right. Being able to hold them there and force a decision on 4th down, that's big for the defense.
So they had great field position, but a 3-play drive that actually goes backwards, and then they kick the field goal.
And I think the key sequence in there, the key phrase you just gave us, a 3-play drive. Had the momentum, great field position, unable to move the football.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Kaepernick now to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll toss it to Crowell. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Escaping the pressure right. Going long for Coates. A swing pass caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Sammy Coates, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns add on to their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 2nd and 5. Langford again. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. And the Colts have opened it up a bit, leading by 2 scores. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's Kaepernick. And he's got his man. That's Macklin. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. This is Langford on 1st and 10. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. Looking for the out route. It's complete to Macklin. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. Smith catches left side. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 36. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Here we go.
Back to the running game. Langford. And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this inside the 10 to the 7. A big run there. 29 yards and a first.
And that's something that's been lacking in Baltimore's running game the last few seasons, the ability to really hit on a big run.
Last year, their longest run was just 41 yards all season, 4 yards per carry near the bottom of the league. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Now West. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
Well, I didn't have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one, but I don't think they're built like that.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6.
This offense bent the defense in their long drive downfield, but once they got within sight of the goal line, the defense went to don't break mode and is stiffened.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Oh, what a move. And, a good hit there and knocked down hard at the 22-yard line. A reminder, coming up tonight, Green Bay visits Atlanta. All sorts of storylines there. A playoff rematch, also the opening of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And then on Monday night, the Giants host the Lions.
So the Giants play on Sunday night and Monday night to open the season.
Yeah, 2 under the lights. They begin with a run by Crowell. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
To throw, Kaiser, brought in by Coates. And he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick steps away. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Say what you want, but Kaepernick's still one of the best at doing that as the scramble gets him a first.
Let's go! 38!
This is Langford. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
To throw is Kaepernick, and he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Here we go! What? None! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
To throw, it's Kaepernick. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Baltimore after this. They keep it with Crowell on first. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Here we go!
Play action now. Kaiser. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 24 yards.
Let's go! 38!
Crowell. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Now a 2nd down throw for Kaiser. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman. 3rd down here.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. An NFL update. Second quarter now in Jacksonville. The Jaguars extending their lead to a couple of touchdowns now. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Come on, let's go.
The drive starts with a carry by Langford. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Come on, let's go.
Now it's Crowell. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. Elsewhere, a score update from New Orleans. The Patriots, they're out to an early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Second down and just 1.
Here we go.
They keep it on the ground with Langford. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the 1st.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
Come on, let's go. Red 38. Red 38.
They toss to Langford, and the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Langford again, busy man this afternoon. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
Here we go.
To throw, Kaepernick. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jason McCourty. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
The pitch to Crowell. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Let's go. Ohio.
Kaiser now on second down. Dancing to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Langford. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice gain.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now Kaepernick throwing on second down. Flush to his right. Fighting ahead at the 15. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A big run there. 29 yards and a first.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Kaepernick now on the keeper. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Colin Kaepernick, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens cut into that lead. It's up, it's good. That'll make the scoreline 20-10. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Again, it's Crowell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. 2nd down, Kaiser. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. To throw is Kaiser. Flushed out right. Going long for Coates. So they took a shot there on 3rd down. Couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the 3rd now in New Orleans. The Patriots, they've opened a 2-touchdown advantage in that one. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Now, they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this the entire offseason. You work on it in practice. It's called coming out session. Start the ball inside the 5, start on the 5, on the 10. They should be ready to go.
Throwing now is Kaepernick. And Kaepernick can't escape this time. Taken down to the end zone for a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you'd think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Second down, here's Crowell. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Off the play fake, Kaiser. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Here's Britton Colquitt now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Elsewhere, a third-quarter score. And the Bills have now opened up a 2-touchdown lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Steps away to his left. And this is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Crockett Gilmore, there. And that'll bring up second down.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
Langford. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9. Now a play fake. Kaepernick. Buying time to his left. And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. The number 1 overall pick, Myles Garrett. And it'll be fourth down. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Throwing left side, it's complete. It's a gain of 21 that time. And it'll give the Ravens a first down. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Let's go.
This is Jeremy Langford's 20th carry. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in second and manageable.
Now it's Langford. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a first and goal. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in, and they catch him here and stop him for no gain. Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only second down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up third down.
Kaepernick's going to try to sneak it, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Colin Kaepernick with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. And this is back to a 5-point game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. No gain on the play there. Second down. So 2nd and 10 here.
Let's go.
Kaiser to throw it. And this one caught by Coates. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth-quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Here we go.
This is Crowell. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Kaepernick will try again on second down. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Now Kaepernick. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
Here we go.
A first carry for the vet, Danny Woodhead. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Come on, let's go. Flex round. Flex round.
Kaepernick to throw on second down. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep left sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And this is caught. He hits Macklin. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The number 1 overall pick, Myles Garrett, showing why he was the number 1 pick as he gets him behind the line. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Dancing to his left. And that's incomplete. This defense making some plays right now, aren't they?
And they look like a group that really locked in before this series started. Read their scouting reports, got back to reading their keys, and playing with excellent leverage up front.
Back to throw. On the screen, this is Woodhead. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. He'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They'll run it again with Crowell. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. The Browns on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Come on, let's go!
Kaiser to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. They'll look to throw. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A good pickup there at 22.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
He's back to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 6 there on first. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. Back to throw. Steps away to his left. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. They come out here in the eye. Kaepernick now on the keeper. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Colin Kaepernick with time running out. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So they're going to go for 2. It's going to be Langford to try and run. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal?
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Elsewhere, they're into the fourth at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. And the Colts have scored again to widen their lead even further. If they hold on, a victory there would be their third of the year. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the fourth quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for Baltimore, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they